Well, welcome to episode 37 of the WION Sports Broadband Edition with me, Digvijay Singh Deo. My guest today, as you can see, is one of India's most multi-talented personalities. He's an actor. He's dabbled in politics. But more than that, he's one of India's greatest sporting icons. He is Olympic medalist and the boxer himself, Vijender Singh. Vijender, welcome to WION. You're a kind of a person who's always in action. So how has this period of the last 2 months been for you?
I just make a one tweet like 10-15 दिन पहले I just tweet कि like घर पे रहने में बहादुरी घर पे रहने में. So it's not that easy and it's not that safe. You just go out and start your action. I don't think so because it's not a boxing. It's a dangerous virus is out there and we have to fight with that virus. Because it's not that easy to be like fight with that kind of virus, but stay at home. That's the only thing we can save our lives. So yes, I'm okay. I'm home and just spending time with the family. That's the only thing I'm doing right now.
Okay, I saw pictures of family celebration. It was your younger son's birthday. It was your anniversary as well. So lots of celebrations happening in the family with you. But tell me something. I've always admired you for your street smartness inside the ring. And it seems you've taken that lesson into life as well, because just before the lockdown, you actually moved from your flat to your in-law space, which is a much bigger place, so that the kids could have more space.
Yes, that's true. And I'm planning to go to village now because I feel bored. But if that government or if the guideline will say, so of course I want to move to my village and start working there. Like I will teach my son how to do gardening, how to do other things. So that's the only thing because everybody it's not that easy for everyone because everybody the whole schedule is destroyed now, because a lot of things we can't do it, right? And the whole world is suffering from that disease. So I hope everyone's safe and stay at home. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I can hear your kids in the background. This is their playing time, isn't it?
Yes, that's true. They are outside. Yeah, that's why you hear the noise.
Yeah, kids should play. That's I think the worry for everyone who's got kids at home is what do you do with kids inside the house? But we do not just kids, for someone like you, because boxing is a sport of extreme fitness. How have you been managing the last 2 months? Because you know how it is in your sport. You don't train for a week. You sort of need at least a month to sort of get back into shape.
That's true. And I'll train one day, in a day, evening time. Because I'm not doing hardcore training. I'm just doing conditioning. I do stair 10-15 times. I can do skipping rope. I do push-up. I do burpees. There's a lot of exercise, and I'm doing a photo shoot for a cult live videos. You can go and just see my fitness videos over there. So yes, I'm doing training at home only because there's a lot of space I can use it. So yes, I'm in shape. I can say that.
Okay, you look in shape. Even the hair and the beard is in perfect symmetry. But can you head back into training because with the new lockdown restrictions being eased, it's you can apparently train in stadiums, but obviously you'll have to train alone. Is that something which you think is excellent news for all of India's sports persons?
Yeah, but they opened the sports center without I think crowd. That's what I see in the news. So, but it's a nice thing. Like people, and especially sports persons start their training and come back in the ring soon because this year is the Olympic years. And I seen your tweet. It's not the same one. Like last time we went to Beijing and everywhere. So I don't think so. It will be the same because people have fear in their heart, in their mind. No, should we go or should we not? So that kind of thing. I don't know, what to say at this moment, but people should start training, but with a lot of precaution they will use.
Yeah, but would you tell me this, how big a relief is it going to be for our sports persons, not just boxers, but everyone who's sort of been locked inside the house for the last 2 months? the fact is at least some of them can go out and train. I mean, most of them have not, like talk of the shooters, they haven't touched their rifles. Athletes at least can go for a jog or something, but 90 to 95% of our sports persons and national teams haven't trained for 2 months. Will they be completely relieved at the moment that at least they can start getting back to basics?
But where they going to be trained? Like they're going to be trained in a stadium or like in a sports facility in the SAI or somewhere else, right? Of course, the crowd will come. Of course, people will come there and they start training with you. So it's not that safe. I'm not agree with that. If there is like a very isolated kind of training center, then you can go alone, you train your thing and just come back. That's what they can do. But if you will go with a crowd, with a lot of people come and enter there, so that's not safe for any sports person.
But I think what they're trying to say is at the moment only those in the India camp will be allowed to train, and that too alone. But I think the larger worry is how do you maintain social distancing in these stadiums?
Yes, that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing, because we are Indian and we are always like, you know, we in the group, so we are not following social distancing. But Jaan hai to jahan hai, you should follow that social distancing. That's more easy.
Okay, Viju, you won medals at the highest level for India. You won medals at the Olympics, the World Championship, Asian Games gold, the Commonwealth Games. You've won the sort of the full set. What is your advice to our sports persons, your juniors now, who were planning for the Olympics, who were training for the Olympics, and now that Olympic dream has been pushed back by 14 or 15 months? Mentally, it can get quite unnerving.
Yes, it is. It's a very difficult time for them, and it's not easy, of course. But they have to be like, you know, stay in shape, stay focused. And Olympic will happen not this year. It, of course, it will be, you know, happening in next year. So they should be like, you know, stay in shape and just focus. And my advice to them is that don't go out. That's it. We just follow that government rule and social distancing. That's more important right now, because we are fighting with coronavirus. That's not easy. If you can see China, if you can see USA, Britain, Italy, the whole country, they have destroyed the country. So it's not safe, I can say that. Yeah.
But Viju, why is it so difficult for our athletes, Viju? Because some may say that, oh, big deal, Olympics has got postponed by 14, 15 months. It gives them more chance to train. But you know how difficult it is to train for an Olympics, because your Olympic period is usually a 4-year period. You sort of, your life revolves around those 4 years. Now it's a 5-year period. You now have to train 14 months extra, getting up every day, impossible, and pushing your body to the limit. I mean, I've seen you guys train for the Olympics. Some people will break because they're not used to so much, you know, so much effort for the 14 more months.
Effort and pressure also, because you know, when you train for the Olympics, sometimes you get the quick medal, aayega, nahi aayega, aayega, nahi aayega. So that kind of pressure you will, you know, face during that time. So it's they have like 14, 15 months run now, and when they are qualified, so they are in shape, they are in a zone, they are in training. But everything is like starting from zero now. They have to back into shape, back into form, and like go for Olympics. So I think it's the biggest setback for all the athletes. They said like, yaar, ho jata, acha hota, abhi hota to acha hota. We are in good shape. We can do it. And but I hope ki next year Olympic will happen and we get a good result.
Yes, sir. It's crucial you say that, because it's not like you don't start from 90. You're actually starting from zero again and building up to the Olympic
zero again. Yeah, because they're in the shape, they got qualified, and then because the momentum is going like this. It's not like that. It's like boom. It's not like that. They are always going like that only. Yeah.
Okay, but Viju, you started India's sort of love affair with boxing at the Olympic Games in 2008. I was fortunate enough to be with you and see all your bouts over there.
Yes.
2012, we had our best ever back then performance with so many boxers qualifying for the Olympics. 2016 was a bit of a lull because the federation was going through issues. Now already you have India's record participation numbers already qualified. More could still come in the last qualifier whenever that happens. How do you look at this current crop of boxers, you know, and compare it say to 2012 when you competed?
They're doing great, yeah. They're getting like 10 group of boys and girls, biggest contingent for Olympics. So it's really nice thing, because already they prove that yeah, they're in shape, they're doing good, because that's why they got qualified, right? And I hope like my chances are like big, like they will do better performance in the Olympics. And they are the young kids, like especially Amit Pangal is in the shape. He got Asian Games gold medal. He's world #1 right now. So I hope he will do better in the Olympics.
Okay, but two people from your generation are still going strong with you. Vikas was there with you in 2012 in London, and Mary Kom was there as well. And just seeing the two of them actually shows you what that Olympic passion is all about. I mean, Mary isn't just fighting. She's kept her dream alive because she wants to win an Olympic gold. She's also fighting age.
Yeah, and she have 3 kids. And she's still fighting. I have 2. Yeah, she got 3 kids. So it's not that easy for especially for a woman to like train and to like take care of kids. So it's very hard-working job, I can say that. But she's doing it, and she's inspiration for a lot of women. Like she's especially inspiration for me. Like I should learn from her. Like wow, man, she's still doing it. So of course, that's why I just getting ready every day. Like Mary Kom can do it, I can do it.
And what do you think about Vikas? Because he was always had this great talent. He was with you, an Asian Games gold medalist in 2010. But sort of, he's had a lot of ups and downs in his career. Probably this was his last chance, and he's been unlucky as well.
Yeah, and he got experience, I can say that, because he was with us in 12 and 16. And this year he was in shape, I can say that. And he will do better, I can say that, because, of course, there is an age factor, but it's all about ranking, it's all about luck. But how much effort you will put in the ring, you will get in the Olympics. So I hope he will do better.
But now that all this training is opening up slowly, Viju, how easy or difficult is it going to train? Because the standard operating procedures, if you've actually gone through them, they aren't very helpful. You can't spar at the moment. So how does a boxer get into top shape without sparring? What is the way around this now? What do these boxers have to do currently?
I have no idea. Might be their coach have plans. They will guide them. Like you will do that thing, you will do that thing. But how many days you are like doing punching bag, skipping, or shadow boxing? How many days you have to like at least you have to spar in a 3 or 4 times in a week. But I hope their head or chief coach have plans for them, and let's see. Let's hope for the best.
But there are some, I was actually going through this SOPs as well, Viju, and sort of something, I just couldn't figure out what was going on. It says that till the time being, no physiotherapy, no massage. I mean, these are all aspects of peak physical performance. You boxing, your body is going to have lots of aches and pains. If you don't have physios and muscles working on you, you're probably going to head up on the injured list very soon.
Yeah, of course, you get a lot of injury in the boxing, especially like, you got like a scar or cuts or like, wrist injuries, or there's so many injuries in the boxing, that, right? So they need a physio, of course, they need a doctor, good doctor. And of course, they have to be like, but I don't know what's the rule right now. Like when they go into the camp, so they should be like proper kind of list, and they have to like follow that rule. So but हमें कहते हैं अभी कोरोना के साथ जीना पड़ेगा, तो like what we can do in that. So you have to follow the rule and regulation.
Yes, but I think that I think this will evolve. I think as we go ahead. Right now it's opened up, so everyone's sort of clueless, because if you all, I think of it this way, that if everyone's in one camp, they're already inside in the camp, no outsider is coming in, so they're all safe. Everyone who's training with you is sanitized. The training venue is sanitized. So I think at certain point of time, you have to let go of this fear and get back to sport, or else there's no point playing sport.
But I don't think they feel bored. Yeah? Like, when the people not meet them, they are like, it's kind of jail to them, it's like every time in the camp, don't go out, just train and just come back. They feel fed up, 1 month. Of course, they have to go out. They have to be recreation game. lot of other kind of thing they have to do it, because in that kind of pressure, when they are going for Olympics, there's a lot of pressure on them. You can imagine, right? You can follow the boxing, you can see that Beijing Olympic team that time. So there's a lot of pressure. They have to be go out. They have to be like just go out. It's not like that every time boxing. How many days you can do that kind of thing? They should be like, other kind of thing. They have to go out, meet people. That's it.
But for you, Viju, what's the scene with your boxing career? Because this pandemic is going to create a few problems, especially if you want to travel abroad, which is where your training is. You train abroad. Your trainers are abroad. This is quite a difficult period for you. Have you sort of thought of your way how you will sort of skirt around this and get out and be able to train properly with your team?
Yes, we planning to start our training like totally isolated kind of gym, and I'm planning to, because it's take like 1 week or 10 days. Then we first we plan like fight in May. That was in USA, but it's all got cancelled, and it take time because US situation is very bad right now. But we are going to start training, and we're going to fight in India, because US, I don't know when we get the next date, but I want to be fight in India, and because a lot of people, they are at home, so we want to be like live screening, like through my Facebook page or like on my Twitter. People can see my fight aaram se ghar pe baith ke. So that thing I want to be, but let's see how it's going to be. But it's take time, it's we are just making a roadmap for that.
Okay, I think patience is something sports persons have in abundance. But while you've been at home, I know you're big expert in Twitter and Facebook and all of that. I hope you know what's happening in your sport, in world boxing. Two legends of your sport, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson, sort of teasing everyone with these sparring videos. They're on the other side of 50, Viju. Yeah, that's something.
Yes,
see them going at it even now at this age.
Wow, man! And I seen that Mike Tyson video and Evander Holyfield video, and I met him. I just posted a picture with Evander Holyfield in that when I was in LA that time. When we see that Floyd Mayweather, at that time I met him, but he's looking in shape now, and I think because it's all about fitness. They are 50s, so it's all about fitness. It's kind of the big match, I can say that, biggest of the century.
Yes, let's be fair. The fact remains that these two had a great rivalry back in the 80s. We are now into 2020s. Age is a factor. Are you not worried that it's okay to do this shadow boxing and training with your trainer?
Yeah.
But in the ring, people could get hurt. The talk is it's going to be an exhibition fight, yes, but at their age, is it a big risk at their age?
No, I don't think so. Because it's all in here, it's in heart, and like it's not like that. Like one of a boxer is from like 25 or another is like 50. They're in the same age. They can fight if they feel injured, or they will any kind of injury, they will come out. So it's not that dangerous or worry like you can't fight. They know how to fight, and because they are the legend, because Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, they are the biggest boxing legend, and they know how to fight. I don't think so. People will love that match, and people will like it.
Okay, but who has impressed you more? I must say, when I saw Mike Tyson training, I was actually feeling bad for the guy holding the gloves, because he was really going after him.
But Evander is an animal, bro, because I seen that fight when that Mike Tyson and that Evander Holyfield, the first fight, then second fight. I seen both of the fight, but Evander, he's fit, and the game he play, I think my bet on Evander, I can say that.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with Vijender. He's a multi-talented person, but one thing he's an expert in is in boxing. Okay, Viju, thank you so much for this. But before I let you go, what's that one thing you, as Viju the individual or Vijender the father, what do you want to do when all of this ends, the lockdown ends, and you finally have some freedom to step out? What is that thing you will do?
I'll go out and spend, a nice holiday, and we'll go out and just chill. And I want to go to Goa. Might be after this lockdown, everything going to be normal. So I want to go to Goa and just spend time with there. Yeah.
Goa. I actually thought you'll say the first thing I'll do is have a cup of coffee. That's what you love.
No. No, I went there. Like I went to Starbucks, almost 10-15 days before. So I just go because my wife is very, very, very much worried. Like, don't go out and don't do any kind of drink or anything. Don't go do any kind of thing, when you go out. So, but I just go, just quietly, just take one Starbucks and just come back. So I cheated one day.
You shouldn't be saying that on television, Viju, and you should listen to your wife. You should listen to your wife. It was your anniversary. Listen to her, or you'll get into trouble.
Yeah, bro. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary, and it's over. We complete 9 years, and you are I think Digvijay is 11, right? You
Yeah,
got
11 years. Yeah.
right?
Just
Yeah,
after
I
Beijing.
know.
Just after Beijing.
Yeah, yeah. After Beijing, I know that, but it's all life, Just stay with it and stay happy.
Okay, Viju, always a pleasure talking to you. The thing is,
Thank you,
most of our careers actually coincided with yours. I still remember seeing a young Viju in the 2006 Asian Games. So each time I speak to you, actually transported back 14, 15 years, we sort of mentally feel much younger. And always a pleasure talking to an old friend.
Thank
you so much for your time. Stay safe, and hopefully you get your trip to Goa.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And please, take care of family, stay home, stay safe. That's the only thing. Thank you, brother. Take care.